Hi everybody, another short video. This time on exercise intensity. How do you increase the intensity to challenge yourself, to make improvements, to continually get fitter and stronger? There's loads of different ways to do it. If I take weight training as an example, how do you increase intensity? Well, you can lift more weight, you can add on additional weight. So whether that's popping an extra small weight plate on each side of a barbell, or whether you're using a resistance machine at the gym, you take the pin out and you slot it into the weight underneath, that's fine. What happens if you've not got any more weight? What happens if you've only got a light kettlebell at home? What do you do then? Well, there's a few things. One is you can do more repetitions of a thing. If you can lift a weight 10 times, try and do it 11 times, 12 times, 13. Build it up that way. Rest periods, really important way to control the intensity and then maybe increase the intensity. So if you're working with a weight and you feel like you can do it at 3 sets of 10, for example, and you usually rest 60 seconds to 90 seconds, shorten your rest period down. That'll increase the intensity of the movement. So lift more weight, do more reps, shorten the rest periods down, manipulate your rest. Another option is pair exercises up together. So take a shoulder press, for example. You'll do your shoulder press 3 times 10, pair that up straight away with another movement. It can be another movement for the shoulder, a side raise or front raise or something like that. It could be another pushing movement like a press up. Could do some chin-ups, could do some sit-ups, whatever. But if you pair two movements together, it'll increase the overall intensity of your training. All right. Another thing we can do is control how fast we perform the repetitions. All right. So normally, people are, for weight training anyway, might take 1 or 2 seconds to lower the weight and a second or two max to push it up. Quite a regular rhythm when it comes to lowering and pushing the weight back up. You can manipulate that. You can take longer to lower the weight and then drive it back up at the usual speed. So again, if I take a shoulder press where I'm pressing the weight above my head, I can press it up quite quickly. It takes a second or less than a second, and I can count to 3 as I lower it back down. Then I can drive it up fast, or I can count to 5 and I lower it back down. So there's a way you can slow down your reps. That will definitely increase the intensity of a movement. And you can do that with loads of moves. Something called a pause rep. Whenever you get to the fullest range of the movement, you pause there at the hardest part. Again, count to 3, count to 5, and then finish the movement. That just, again, adds on the intensity to the move. You've not lifted a heavier weight or anything like that. You're just moving it around at a slightly different speed, and you get a good burn on it that way. So there's just a few ideas for people who, you might be kind of plateauing in what you're doing, or you might not really even know how to change up your training, but you can try a few of these different techniques just to spice things up a bit.